At Eternity's Gate was released in 2018. This is directed by Julian Schnabel, written by Jean-Claude Carrière, Louise Kugelberg, and Julian Schnabel, and we have a cast including Willem Dafoe as Vincent van Gogh. And also, I apologise if I happen to mix up Van Gogh and Van Gogh in this discussion. I can never decide how I want to pronounce it. I believe the pronunciation is a little different, it's a little more guttural, so I do apologise if my pronunciation irritates anybody. It irritates me as well. This film, of course, is about the life of Vincent van Gogh, but it's actually about his final years, which immediately made me think, is this going to be a really heavy, depressing film, as obviously he's going towards the end of his life? But actually, it somehow manages to be both light and heavy at the same time. And it does a really fantastic job of that. Yes, there is sorrow, obviously watching it, you know what's on the horizon because you know it's about his final years, but also it's light, it's airy, it's beautiful, and I think they do a really great job with that balance. I did wonder if I would have benefited from a biopic of his earlier years, because I'm by no means an expert on Van Gogh, but I will say that even if, like me, you have I'd say generally a basic knowledge of his life, that's absolutely fine. It's easy to follow what's happening in this film, and I'm not going to go into the specifics about what happens with this, but it's basically exploring his final years as an artist, and it's stunning. It is visually absolutely beautiful. The music is gorgeous. The scenery is absolutely breathtaking. It is so easy to feel part of the journey, to feel like I am there with Van Gogh, enjoying these sights and feeling his passion and feeling the passion of the creators of the film as well. And it's definitely one where there are a lot of emotions, and I think Willem Dafoe gave a really, really great performance here. I can't comment on how completely factually accurate it is, because, as I said, I'm by no means an expert, but certainly everything made sense within the context of the film. If anybody has any thoughts on that, please feel free to share. It is a little slow at times, but in general, it's still quite an immersive, very moving experience. Anything about Van Gogh, again, I took it with a pinch of salt, but there is a lot of information in this, and I feel like the character has really been brought to life here. So in general, I found this to be a very, very moving film that made me feel a lot of different emotions. Visually, it was a real treat. The narrative may not be the most fascinating in terms of being full of twists and turns or shock-telling moments, but it's still a really beautiful experience, very gentle at times, but still quite heavy as well, and it's rather impressive. If it sounds like a film for you, I'd say Eternity's Gate is worth watching. If you can recommend any other films about Van Gogh, please feel free to do so. I'd be keen to explore others. And for now, I'm certainly happy to recommend this film. Eternity's Gate was quite an experience, and I'd say it's worth watching.